Okay, welcome back, guys. So our system has finished restarting and it presents us with this screen. Now we have two options for logon. The first one says client 1 backslash whatever username you created when you installed the Windows 8. Then the other one says other user. Now when you log in with client 1 dash backslash the username you created, what you are doing is you are logging onto the physical machine directly and not onto the domain. If you want to log onto the domain, then you have to select other user and then specify the user account that's created on the domain and then the password that you specified. So you can use any of the users that we created when we were installing the when we were treating Active Directory. So in this case, I want to choose a user called wdike and I'm going to specify a password. Then remember that we use the default password when we're using the multi-user creation system. So if you've forgotten, you have to check your Excel sheet to verify what the password was. Then if that is the case, it says the user's password must be changed before signing. This is because of that policy that said that user must change password on next log on. So I say okay. Then now the user will have to specify their own password. The user will have to specify their own password. And once they do, they click next. And then, okay, the password has been changed. Okay. Alright, now let's pay attention here. If you're using any other virtualization technology like Hyper-V, then you're not going to have this problem. But if you are using Hyper-V, then you're going to always see this screen. So in order not to see this screen, when you see it like this, it says to sign in remotely, you need to have the right to sign in through remote desktop services. We have not yet created any policy. By default, there's a policy that restricts everyone from logging onto the domain through remote desktop except the administrator. And Hyper-V behaves like every system you are connecting to basically is a remote session. So to bypass this, you just uncheck this here. Change it from enhanced session to basic session. So just click this. The screen is just going to flicker and come back. Then don't log in using the client 1. You go back and then you specify the other user again. So wdike. The password has been changed already, so use the new password that you created and then you log in. You use the new password you created and then you log in. So it's going to create the user profile, and then whilst we wait, I'm going to pause this video, and then in the next video we will look at delegation of control. But what we saw with the system asking us to log in through remote desktop to disable the enhanced session, if it is in a live environment, you're not going to have this error, because by then you'll be logging onto a live system which is not connecting through some terminal service, but rather you'll be logging on directly onto a live system, so you're not going to have this error. So if you see this, it's not a problem. Just disable the enhanced session for the client machine and then you can log in successfully. But if it's in a production environment, if you are doing this in the real world, then this should not be a problem for you. Thank you for watching.